there. In this arrangement of Angeline the Baker, there are 3 separate versions. The first version focused more on the single notes, fairly basic version of the melody on the higher strings. And then there was a lower version using double stops utilizing the sort of bottom 3 strings. And then the third version was well, a lot more notes in it. So we'll start with the first version, which is all single notes, fairly straightforward. I'll have a slow playthrough first, and then we'll talk about some of the bars within the arrangement. Okay. So there's part A. Repeat that, and then you've got all of the 16 bars of part A. Now, the main thing with all of these versions is that our right hand's following the pulse, down, down, 3, 4, and then on the reverse of the down, you've got the ups, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, the idea is that the rhythm of the melody falls within that consistent movement. So just to run you through the first little part with that right hand, so we're going to go down, 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 up, down, down. So the 8th notes that come into the melody will always be played with the down up. If you keep that consistent, it'll be a lot easier to play. In terms of the notes that you need for the melody, it's the D major pentatonic scale, but starting on the A string. So the notes that you end up playing here are the open A, the 2nd fret there, the B, the D on the same string up on fret 5, the open E, the F sharp on the 1st string on the 2nd fret, and the A there on fret 5 on string 1. So both part A and part B utilize those notes in the melody. Alright, so there's not a whole lot of tricky stuff going on here. The main thing is just keep that hand moving down, 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 up, depending on what the rhythm is. Let's run through the slow version of part B. Okay, so same sort of deal for part B. Make sure you keep the right hand moving in time, and the pick direction always follows that pulse. So down on the beat, or if it was an upbeat note, would be an up. The main difference here for part B is that it kicks off on the high A and we move down the pentatonic scale. So whereas the beginning of the melody in part A started on the open A string and went up through the scale. In terms of left hand, keep an eye on your fingers. You really only need the 2 fingers, so you would use the 1st finger on the 2nd fret when required, and then the 3rd finger on the 5th fret when required. So keep an eye on those fingers, 2nd fret, 1st finger, 3rd fret, 3rd finger, 5th fret. Watch your picking, down, up, following the 8th notes, or if it's just a chord note, just down.